It's been a monumental year. But I bet you didn't have this on your bingo card.
Recording this video that you're looking at right now, we have no idea what it is.
America's eastern seaboard is seemingly being invaded by weird, massive drones the size of cars. Swarms of up to 50 with 8-foot wingspans descending on New Jersey.
One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
There were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50.
Americans confused, bewildered, afraid.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
And not just on the eastern coast, they're now being seen everywhere.
They're being spotted from one coast to the other, from Connecticut to New Jersey to California. Large drones.
And in some cases having weird effects on observers.
One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed time.
Picatinny, there was a drone just hanging out. I put my drone up in the air and went towards it. I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. Warning on my screen, lost control, and my drone started going down dead.
These are fully charged batteries. It's 2 batteries that have died within seconds.
And no one has any clue who's behind it all.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness.
Looked a bit sheepish there, didn't he?
That's right.
The FBI, the Pentagon, the White House, the FAA, despite all their technology, power and surveillance capabilities, all supposedly have no idea whatsoever who's responsible.
Can you make that make more sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too.
Yet simultaneously assure us it's not the work of a hostile foreign actor.
These are not U.S. military drones. These are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
There's no threat and it's nothing to worry about. Wait, what?
If the Department of Defense doesn't know where the origins are for these so-called drones, then we're in trouble.
They don't know what they are, who's flying them, what their purpose is.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
But they do know we should all just calm down and stop being concerned about it. Okay, that makes sense.
Whatever these drones are doing, the government really doesn't want us to know. What that must mean is they're more concerned with us getting knowledge and being afraid of that information than having no knowledge and having all these questions. That's why I'm worried about it. It must be something going on that they can't tell us because they are so fearful of what the public's going to do when they hear what the drones are doing.
I mean, yes, the drones may be flying directly over sensitive military installations.
Reports of drones flying near a naval weapons station in New Jersey as well.
And I did talk to the commander there. His men are seeing it right there at the base. Are you kidding me? A munitions depot of that caliber? And these drones are hovering in close proximity to it.
They may be shutting down major airports.
And seems like there's multiple drones all over this airport.
The FAA forced to slow traffic at Stewart International Airport Friday night. Governor Kathy Hochul saying this has gone too far.
And shutting down U.S. Air Force bases, following Coast Guard boats in huge numbers.
The Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water.
But really, is it that much of a big deal?
Look at it.
I would never, under any other circumstance, reveal to you my top stock for 2025 before January 2nd. But this year I'm making a special exception, and for good reason. The Fed is about to cut interest rates on December 18th with an 86% likelihood, with a projected 124 global rate cuts, and with Bitcoin, housing, gold and stocks all trading at or near all-time record highs. I'm extremely, immensely and resolutely bullish on silver. The sponsor of today's video is VZLA Silver, on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker VZLA. Adjusted for inflation, silver is one of the most undervalued assets in the world, considerably below its all-time high set nearly half a century ago. VZLA Silver is in the process of reaching a decision to ramp up their project towards production, making it one of the only new silver miners in the world. world. As you can see from the analysts and their target prices, the most conservative analyst sees a 66% upside for VZLA Silver. But what really caught my eye and made me realise that VZLA Silver is my favourite silver company for this bull market is that between Franklin Templeton, Sprott Inc. and billionaire investor Eric Sprott, 20% of VZLA Silver is owned by some of the world's most gifted investors. Sprott Inc. is considered the largest and most successful asset management firm in natural resources, and Franklin Templeton is one of the world's largest financial institutions, with 1.3 trillion with a T under management. Do you think they have the manpower to research VZLA Silver thoroughly and turn over every stone before becoming its largest shareholder? What about Eric Sprott and his 5 decades of experience in gold and silver? VZLA Silver, ticker VZLA, is in my view the epitome of silver companies. Their crown jewel asset, Panuco, is making its way towards a production decision to become one of the world's largest silver mines. Once the Panuco silver gold project in Mexico starts its planned silver production in 2027, only 2 years from now, it could potentially become the 10th highest silver producing mine. And compared to its competitors, it has superior economics and low cost, high yield capital expenditure. Recently, another silver company which owns a mine that's half the size of the Panuco just sold for $1.7 billion to one of the world's top silver producers. In comparison, VZLA's market cap is only $500 million. When you look at how 2025 is shaping up and consider this historical reference, silver is enjoying one of its best possible moments in many years. And VZLA Silver is the way I choose to be long. The company's also well funded with $90 million plus in cash. So please research VZLA Silver today. Trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker VZLA. Check it out via the link down below.
There are very big objects in the sky. The fact is nobody, that's just concerning to us, is nobody has seen them land or take off.
An American Airlines flight was forced to make an emergency landing at JFK Airport because, according to authorities, a bird flew into one of its engines. A bird? Really? That's a pretty large and strange looking bird. Meteorologist John Basham said it looked more like, you guessed it, a drone. Yes, drones may be flying into commercial airliners, but again, who cares?
Okay, you see it? You see how it goes? See how it goes? And then it becomes a spacecraft or aircraft or whatever you want to call it.
The most likely explanation I've seen so far comes from Saxon Aerospace's John Ferguson, who said the drones are likely to be nuclear sniffers, trying to detect a missing warhead left in Ukraine that they now fear could be somewhere in the United States.
If they are our drones, the only reason why they would be flying, and flying that low, is because they're trying to smell something on the ground. That's it. There's no other reason for a drone to be flying in the air other than to piss a bunch of people off at night. That's it. So, my belief is they're trying to smell something on the ground. Gas leaks, radioactive material, whatever. There's a lot of them out there. They're flying all over. They're flying low. They're flying at night. There's no reason for it other than to smell something.
This was backed up by an RF engineer who posted on X, before strangely deleting his account, that, quote, what you're seeing is American-made HPGE nuclear detector drones. So of course, under this scenario, they know full well what they are, but are keeping a lid on it in order to avoid mass panic.
If they're saying it's not a threat, it must be something going on that's real top secret.
While the US government deliberately creates an information vacuum by absurdly claiming, with all the surveillance capabilities and advanced technology at their disposal, that it doesn't know what the drones are, yeah right, that vacuum is being filled by all kinds of obvious nonsense.
And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly.
Really, Iran? Sounds like total BS. If a hostile foreign nation is potentially invading the US with dangerous drones, why hasn't a single fighter jet been scrambled? Why have there been no major diversions of commercial aircraft? The drones are using FAA-compliant lighting. Why would Iran, Russia or China conduct a secret, stealthy spying mission while alerting US authorities and the military to the position of the drones by lighting them up like a Christmas tree?
Well, I'll say it's probably not our adversaries. I don't know, any adversary that would actually use proper FAA lighting to display where they are.
Another explanation is that it's all a deliberate scaremongering psyop to manipulate Congress into passing the new HR 8610 Counter-UAS Authority Security Safety and Reauthorization Act of 2024, which just happens to expire on December 20th, which would grease the skids for enhanced domestic government power and a strengthening of war powers.
Did this get smaller? Bro, what?
Above the ocean, and it was low, very low, but so bright and so clear, and it was huge.
The truth about the drones is that they're clearly some kind of domestic deep state secret project. They deliberately allow the mystery and hysteria to fester for weeks on end, then put out deliberate disinformation about foreign countries being responsible.
Iran launched a mothership.
They rope in all the UFO people to muddy the waters even further, having exploited the entire ET psyop for decades as a cover for secret military projects and testing of exotic new technology. Then ludicrously assert, oh, we don't know what they are, but that doesn't matter because we do know they're nothing to worry about. Just trust us, bro.
These are not US military drones.
The real explanation is almost guaranteed to be something very close to home. Nuclear sniffers, an engineered crisis to plunge the US into war, a ginned up state of emergency to derail Trump's inauguration. Whatever the reason, they know full well what these drones are, and they're content to treat the American people like naive, petrified children by continuing to lie about it. Trump asked why the drones are not being shot down. I think the answer is pretty obvious. Why would the US military shoot down its own drones? If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.